love the drip fashion. I'm scoring the ball, you passing, gotta bring the cash in. No, I gotta bring the cash in, doing Louis fashion. I gotta bring the cash and talk it, I ain't bragging. I got them diamond dancing, love the drip fashion. I'm scoring the ball, you passing, gotta bring the cash in. Gotta bring the cash in, doing Gucci fashion. Gotta bring the cash and talk it, I ain't bragging. She say she love the kids, fell in love with dick. I fell in love.
What's good? Y'all know what time it is. This your boy G-Cess. We is in the building. Another episode of Fat Podcast. Y'all know how we move. We got a family in the building, the crew in the building. We got a special guest in this motherfucker. Atlanta legend in this motherfucker. Y'all know how we kick it. What's going on, family?
What's going on, man?
How we living?
Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah, talk to him, man.
Yo,
what's going on?
It's the guru of Atlanta, Kilo Ali, clothing all immense power, man. You know what I'm saying? Good to be here.
That
good
right.
to be breathing. I'm gonna take me a drink because life is good. God is good. Hold
That's
on.
right.
Where y'all go? Let's get one, brother. Bye.
Faxtz. What going on, man? What we got going on, man? Before we get into it, what's new?
With me, man, change of life. You know what I'm saying? I recently had to go in the hospital, check in the hospital.
Okay.
Because of stress to my heart, my age, where we live, 90 niggas life, you know what I'm saying? We've been eating, we've been going to barbecues a long time, nigga, exactly. This habit, you know, I was on my Muslim kick, I got off my deen, so my health went like really that way, yeah, man. So, man, listen, I feel good. Went back to Grady. I told niggas, nigga, I'm a Grady baby, you know what I mean? Well, I got kind of scared when the doc says, you know, I just admitted you into Grady. I said, I ain't gonna be here that long. You admitted me, now we know what that means. You from the city. You might never got that coming out.
Exactly.
You got beat up for a minute.
Exactly.
You might never make it.
That's right. Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? I was happy that I made it back out of Grady, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It was beautiful to be there to see them, what the new generation of anything is doing. You know what I mean? You can really see it. Man, on the 12th floor, man, I was totally in another country.
Yeah.
Like on the floors in Atlanta, in the city, I noticed this. Every floor you go up, you gotta be in a whole other country sometimes. Yeah. Man, that whole country was like, I think it was Africa or Hades or something like that. Nobody talk like we do from the city. You know what I mean? I couldn't find nobody say shout. I couldn't find nobody say, nah, I talk fuck you, man. You know what I mean? I couldn't find none of that shit on 12 floor.
So what, that was at the hospital?
Yeah, that's at Grady, bro.
Oh, okay.
So, but, you know, for information purposes, I'm the fourth rapper out of Georgia. I'm the fourth rapper out of Atlanta. So, you know, that was like 80,000 brothers ago. So we started a pathway that continues to this day. We built this tribe of rappers or whatnot. And I was probably one of the, you know, the younger old school rap pioneers of the thing. We was doing studio when you had to make an appointment to to book the studio. So to nowadays they got studios and they book bags, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, we had a lot of fun being in. I call it what we do, you know, as artists or rappers, and they say rap artists and whatnot. It was the first meeting of black nerds in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that?
I mean, like, the rapper's supposed to have been a street person, but he knew about the computer. He knew about time. Okay. He knew about selling the chemical reading, writing, arithmetic. He knew about getting that chemical, putting it together where it makes sense and is brilliant enough to present to someone. You know what I mean? And, you know, we was on the challenge day. We was on that B Street, Atlanta first B Street days. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I want to ask you about some shit, right? Let's go all the way back. Let's go back to the beginning. Well, as far as I can remember, you tell me, you know, what's before that. Strictly being today.
Okay, cool, okay.
So how that...
You want to know something about Bankhead Bone?
Man, come on, man.
Tell him.
You from real. You from real. You got fat,
you know,
what's going on?
Yeah, so the Strictly being today with Type, D, how that come about?
That was exactly what I was, you know, finna start opening up. When you compare hip hop globally from the movies that already been placed, like I use kind of like B Street or something like that. We compare like Up North movies because that's the grandparent of the hip hop. Anyway, when you kind of compare what's going on, street lenders, money laundering, and stuff like that came along with the rap business when it first came. Independent companies when it first came out.
Okay.
You know, I wouldn't just say laundry, but I want to use that word to clarify what it was then, because we made it through it.
Yeah.
We successfully got over it. I know I was in it, and I know sometimes it takes a flip. It takes money to make money.
Yeah. True.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta we were the edge of cleaning up money. That's what I came a rapper about.
Okay.
You know, I loved LL. I love the rap culture. You know, we rap back and forth, cypher on the yard at school.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But my first idea was like, you know, I was on that trap shit too. You know what I mean? We didn't want to tell the trap. We didn't want to tell the game.
Yeah.
Because we had real violence out there. But I came in the doorway through that ethic. Strictly Business was a gang that we had in Atlanta. We came from the Miami Boys, Atlanta Boys Wars. Now, what that meant was niggas was really coming to take our hoods to sell their product. You know, and stuff coming out of Miami anyway in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Miami Vice, all that big quote unquote. But they actually, the lower branch of them wanted to have, you know, those traps.
Exactly.
So they put a plan on Atlanta, was like, they got up. What Wade was told to me, I was close to Down by Law. Was one of the biggest gangs that stopped.
Down by Law.
Down by Law.
He's like Mellow too.
Yo, Mellow, Andrew.
Shout out.
That was in East Atlanta hard.
Right, man.
You know, they started East Atlanta, started Down by Law.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that point in time, I'm probably in middle
Classic
school.
history.
Classic history.
Yeah.
Damn.
Westside started breakdancing, dance crew, you know, the hustle crew, the muscle guys, like skinheads, you know, you got no, Stray Cats. Remember the Stray Cat, they were the pretty boy prep, you know what I mean? You know, they were clean like the young niggas is today, you know what I'm saying? But they used to travel around on the bus subways.
Okay.
Like 10 of them niggas. And you be walking out that bitch with your girlfriend by yourself. Stray Cats over there, and they polo down. Everything, polo, everything.
Fresh
Like
Buffalo's
Joe.
on.
They kick it like little young Joe. They kick that shit
So
like
what
Joe.
made you like want to rap though? Like when you decide, hey, I'm gonna fuck with the music?
Me, I don't know. It was a cool thing to do. When you got in middle school, you know what I'm saying, hip hop was at that edge, you know what I mean? And I wanted to be there for the women. I loved, the girls love that shit. So we started doing pep rallies, you know what I mean? And after a pep rally, you on the football team, man, you on the pep rally, ain't about to rap too. So it was just a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to rap, man. My first time where I wanted to be in the music business, I didn't know if it was rap or not. But I wanted to be there. My first influence was, it's like 1970, 79, something like that, around that back. We ride down Campbell Road, East Atlanta. I'm originally from East Atlanta. So we ride on the street, man. So this radio is on. My grandma is there. My auntie is there. My cousins are here. All of us love is in this family, in this thing. It's hot summertime in the South, black people, us. So the song comes on. And the power this song had over my family and my people, you know, I wanted that power. It was George Clinton came on the radio. Flashlight.
Yeah.
Stop the light. When they got to the da 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 dee da da,
You knew you got
they started saying that, bro. And I couldn't believe that because my family, we don't come from a black family where you only get together when it's a funeral, somebody at the hospital, it's Christmas, you know what I mean?
Birthday.
So you can make these, you can synchronize these niggas. These niggas like la da da dee da. I say whatever that is, I want it.
So look, let me ask you this, Kilo. Like, they coming from the shop boys, you know what I'm saying? Like, you inspired the whole hood to want to be like you, cause you gotta understand you were our like where Future is to these little kids running up. You were that to niggas like us now, you know what I'm saying? So what, I always want to know, what made you come up with that style? Cause that style, that singer style, that melanin style,
Exactly.
it's still
I always
going
tell
on
them you were the
today.
first one. I always say that.
Yeah,
I say
what
that.
made
A
you
lot of
come
people
up with that
stamp
shit?
certain people, but I always put Kilo in
Yeah.
that category.
My
He
ingredients-
was dancing, rapping, singing, humming, like he was a full center of an entertainment.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
one, you know
but
what
this
I
in
mean?
the middle of the night when nobody had done.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time.
Shit.
Well, you know what I'm
saying?
saying? It all comes from the ingredients that I had as a child. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm East Atlanta at first. That was my first side of town. My grandparents, I was adopted by my grandparents, so I came up more like older people, preferably women. My grandma like 52 when I'm in her home. You know what I mean? So she had the old hi-fi. You remember the old hi-fi?
Yeah.
When you just learn how to scratch, you fuck up your grandma's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she had like the people like Bobby Blue Bland, Rod Stewart, what's that lady name? Tina Turner. Remember Nancy?
Yeah.
Man, listen, some of the older people that she played on the idea, it stuck with me.
Yeah.
And that's where the rhythm part came more or less for, because you had to have a rhythm to have a
That
grind.
shit was hard, Kilo.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah, so,
that shit still hard.
so I learned from that idea, man.
Yeah.
I kept Tina in my soul from my grandma's radio playing, which I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I got to do that song. I said, man, let me think. When I thought about love and make me some money, I'm thinking about grandma. I got it. And I want her song. I'm thinking about something that she really liked and compare it to what I want to do. You know what I mean?
So how you do? Just me want to know, because I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? Like the first video I ever saw you shoot with cocaine and Born Home.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching this shit. Like,
Little
it's
nigga.
Kilo, yeah.
Everybody was outside.
Kilo.
Everybody, yeah.
When he jumped out the helicopter.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to figure out like how you incorporate that and still, cause now you done changed, Kilo. Like I can see the growth thing, I can see the knowledge done hit you. You know, you went to prison and all that. A nigga can see that.
Right.
But when I was little, you was the street nigga Kilo. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
I was street favorite. I was street champion.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you make that? What got into you that made you go from the Kilo that was bucking to goddamn the Kilo you is now?
I was a product of the street. That was it. I was a runaway kid, you know. I'm the first branch of young niggas who was selling dope at a 20 off 100 type.
Yeah.
You know, I like the phrase as forever Tay-Tay. You're gonna forever be that young nigga that your auntie, you tell your auntie say, you got a boyfriend? A little young girl, yeah, Tay-Tay. Tay-Tay nigga rap a little bit, got some tennis shoes, you know what I'm saying? You know that little kid.
Exactly.
That we now we gonna trade play with that man. Tay-Tay better not bring his ass around.
You know what Tay-Tay on.
We turn to the guy we do not know, trust at all. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, you're successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I never worry about this dude want to call while I'm on the damn line. I don't know why that's happening.
So let me ask you that, right?
But to answer the question, I'm a product of youth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was still, just like you say, it's amazing you put it that way. Youth is the whole thing about that magic. Well, I was ahead of a fashion. So the change is going to change. And I'm going to step out of that change in fashion because fashion loves itself. You know what I mean? They'll be back around to me in a minute. You know what I mean? But we're there. I love it.
When did you realize, okay, this shit working?
It working.
Yeah, like music.
Oh shit! When I realized this shit was working, nigga, I was in juvenile when I realized this shit was working. My first thing, I wrote the first album in juvenile. Capitol Avenue, on the floor on Capitol Avenue when they had the little juvenile food accounting. I was back to Born Home. I you know, in the streets, like nigga trapping in the street doing shit. I fought around, shy nigga. Got me assault charge, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was beautiful then because I'm just a teenager. I'm 14 when I get my little case. They put me up there. They gave me shit. The judge power. Never forget that lady. Goddamn. She gave me 60 days to write that motherfucker. But, but when I come back out, that album gonna be finished. You know what I'm saying? She gave me 60 days. I went in there, man. I'm on the floor. And when I first found out I was working, because they popped my lock. They said, hey, boy, you rap. You can rap in there. The girl popped my lock. I said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They said, well, come upstairs and rap for the good little kids, because we had 24 hours for the murderer little kids in the city back then. D-Don. So come up here and rap for them. We're gonna give you a tray.
Was you with Strictly Business then?
Yeah, I was Strictly Business then. So I'm like a teenager in the gang. Goes upstairs to rap for these niggas. Well, I'm coming back without 5-cent trade. I like food trade, these trade these style trade look good.
Staff trade.
Right,
no, they eat good.
They down there rapping like a little white girl in town, you know what I'm saying? I wrote the whole Cocaine album originally in Atlanta, in the Fulton County capital.
So how old you? About 14, 15?
I was 14.
When you did Cocaine?
Conscious though, like nigga, that's conscious music.
When they dropped.
White Horse.
That show.
You talking about White Horse drop?
Yeah.
So he was established. You know how
all these like I told you before, all these records come from old people catalog, digging in the crates.
But you from the hood though, Kilo. You made White Horse, nigga. My mama made me this in the White Horse and wonder why we call you bitch by Tupac.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
learn
just
some
crazy,
shit.
nigga.
Get some game.
To learn some shit.
You feel me?
Right.
You writing that dog at Barber House, and I'm listening to White Horse trying to figure out how the hell a nigga from Born Home.
Know about this idea.
Goddamn.
Man,
you
listen.
know what I mean? Elijah Muhammad.
My grandma, like I said, my grandparents, my grandma was big on music, man. She inspired me a lot of ways when I was a kid. You know how you just buying toys for an adopted son, boy. Right. You already know what the boy like some music. She bought me this Kiss guitar. Mm-hmm. And Kiss was really big in like the 70s and whatnot, but they were white. And they were painted, and they were different, and they were punkish, and they were everything music is about. So she just handed that to me, man. From that point on, I love magic. You know what I'm saying? Music to me will always be the sharing of magic. You know, and that's why I love magic.
I want to ask you about a particular song, the "Love in Your Mouth" shit. Right. I was listening to that shit this morning.
That bitch a banger.
That shit, yeah, that be hard.
Man, that bitch was nicely written.
How did that come together with you and Big Boy?
Me and Big, man, biggest time of my life, greatest time of my life, best worst times of my life. You know what I mean? Signing with Dungeon Family, I was already supposed to be in Cash a long time ago. When they was forming Cash in the Dungeon Family, I've been affiliated with Dungeon Family a long time. A lot of people never knew a lot of things about it. I had a meeting with Rico at the first dungeon downstairs in the West Name. They were like putting that group together.
Okay.
Damn. They were deciding who they wanted to launch because all of us had music. That's why there was so many people in the dungeon.
Who all that?
All those groups came from other different groups, like Cujo, Goody, them were the Lumberjacks. And they combined Lumberjacks and they made Goody Mo with two other guys. You know what I'm saying? They were strategizing.
Y'all getting history now.
Real history
shit. It was supposed to have been 3 of us in that group.
Okay.
Actually, the first talks of Outkast was I met because I already had a deal. These guys were hard. They had like 4 other guys they finna put in that group, and everybody was coming down there. They was like, "Boom, boom, boom, let me hear you how you shine with the combination." They combination that motherfucker really good. I was on the table to be in that group. I had a contract.
When you say that group, you mean Outkast?
Outkast.
Okay.
I didn't know what they were going to call that group. That's why I prefer to it. I don't want to say Outkast because that was not the name of it when we were strategizing.
But those were the people.
Those were the people.
Okay.
Damn, we were the people. Rico Waves, we were the people.
Kilo phone them little.
Wow, we had fun.
100,000
We had fun. We had fun. They were strong. No. They did a good job because they structured it right.
They would have been
I feel the same way, goddamn. Take that, but I was always Rico was like, man, I want you in this group. I want to put you. He's always supported me. Matter of fact, shouts out to Rico Wade. Always
shouts out to Rico Wade, man.
Love for what I'm saying.
Family.
The whole Dungeon family, my Dungeon ties. Man gave you $1 million. You talk about it in this day and time. A man still gave you something that really worth something in your life. Yeah. So he made me touch $1 million ticket. They made me touch $1 million ticket. I did like $10 million in my career.
Okay.
I made over my thing. I fucked up some money. You know what I mean?
So, nigga, I did too.
Yeah, I didn't fuck up some money, but I'm just saying, legal for good fucking up some money. Exactly. Some check. This one nigga,
what's the dumbest thing you spent money on? And you like, okay, it don't make no sense. Now you look back on it.
No sense. Oh, I had, cocaine. That real shit.
a white girl.
No doubt.
That real shit, though. That real shit.
The reason why I say that because I pulled this shit out.
Okay, explain that.
I'm explaining this because I'm a hood nigga snot at first, you know.
Yeah.
Going home, you know, it was a style just like the guys do. They sip the bean, they do this and they did beans and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was a fashion back there that we had, but the fashion was just buy 50, buy 20.
Yeah.
You know, so you get your 2 hoes, you go to the hotel, oh my goddamn, take a bump. You know,
okay.
But don't get the hoe, they get a 50.
Exactly.
If she a bad hoe, get an 8 ball. Yeah.
Is she official?
I think I got my house, I got the money, I got everything. I bought a goddamn ounce.
Yeah, you talking about?
I fucked around and bought an ounce. Yeah. Stupidest shit to do.
Bro.
In the spot.
Scarface.
Especially if you're a sack nigga. You're a sack nigga. Stay on your level, nigga. You on sack nigga. You need 2 doors and go to bed. Exactly. Your ass ain't gonna never go to bed without.
Well, definitely.
Look, nigga,
Kilo in the fish, man. Kilo in the fish,
Try to sit again, bro.
Yo.
Man, you should think your little 20 went to bed.
They gonna be up for 4 days.
And look, the girls in the bed like, what wrong with you, man? Man, they down liquor tripping. Yeah, man. But once I bought that motherfucker, man. It's no lie. We got 3 hoes. You know, come to the. It was the same year we won the pennant. Well, I think we won the Braves won.
Yeah.
6. That's 96. That's 96. We won the
David
pennant.
Justin.
We posted up at the Marriott. You know what I mean? They got money and shit. We posted up. Stupid nigga got an ounce. Why this crazy nigga over here think he's somebody not? So 3 girls, 5 young hoes. You know, we fucking with young girls. You know what I mean? The same things going on now.
Yeah, same
18,
shit,
19. They
got to.
healthy. No bras needed with these motherfuckers.
No bra needed.
No bra
Healthy pimp. No bras needed with these motherfuckers. Nothing but Brazil.
Shout out to Black
Nothing
girl.
but Brazil. Anyway, man, took a bump of that shit, man. Went to the crazy. I looked in the peephole.
Okay.
I heard something outside in the hotel room.
Yeah.
So I looked in the peephole. Man, I stood at the peephole 3 hours.
Dang.
Shit, I was on it. Yeah. Nigga doing like this.
Your boy out of here.
You got butt in this girl like buddy.
I bet she like, bro, what the fuck?
Come on, buddy, come to the bed.
And so you from the 92 Kilo.
Yeah,
They were fine for real back then. No man.
Yeah, man.
Them 90 bro got
Natural.
100%
That was that
fine.
I went out super bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, this super bad. And when I came down, I'm like, damn, how long I stayed in the goddamn? Because I was insisting it was somebody out in the hallway.
Exactly.
And my mind said, don't leave until you see somebody, goddamn.
Let me ask you here, right? So did you? So you think that hurt your career a little bit? Just going too hard.
I think that coke.
Where did the coke do, Kilo?
Let me say this again. Y'all heard what I said there? I think that coke.
Where did the coke do, Kilo?
It fucked up niggas that think they smarter than me. You know, I'm always gonna be what I always did. What I already did. What God wanted me to do.
Facts.
Right.
You feel me? I already did that. My breath of what that means. He might say being rich and getting money, nigga. You gotta be a little bit more specific.
Ain't talking about-
That's another thing.
A lot of shit come with
you
that.
gotta stay on that. A lot of shit come with that idea.
Yeah. Okay.
But nigga, that thing that your peers, my peers, kind of stopped me because they were scared. I never reached a point where niggas could accept my type of man that he was a giant. But either other man, all the rest of them, all the rest of the legends died the same way that we're talking about. All these niggas, all the rich niggas do this, and every motherfucking rich rapper nigga right now is a drug addict.
Hold on. Let me take a
I don't
break.
understand why I'm not successful. Because if I'm everything is about, then why am I? Somebody niggas explain to me, well, I ain't got a guy.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what I appreciate though.
That's why we fuck
When
with
niggas come up here, man, keep it facts, man.
it
You know
facts.
what I mean? It's all G. It's all real.
And get what,
If that's
Kilo?
your story, that's your story.
That's your story.
And get what?
Don't hide from your story.
You still our legend.
Still a big dog.
Oh,
You
that's
still
what I mean.
our
So,
legend,
you always
bro.
gotta love
You know what I
a person is. Now, their personal life and stuff like that, they may be false.
So
no one is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
But at a design that you love, something that we can calm and ground, motherfucker was bad at it. That's what I always say. I like, boy, you were good at what you do. Like they talk about Kelly.
So
they be like, oh, he freak out there. He did treat her bad. He was doing that shit when he was writing the shit.
Yeah, that's right.
So who was the monster? Is it his monster now? Or was it the monster when we didn't know?
Exactly.
You feel? But is that energy? Isn't that energy, to burn coal, to run a train, you're going to take a hot ass fire.
Let me ask you, do you
They're
think your outspoken approach kind of led a lot of business people the wrong way to where they don't want to deal with? Because, we live in a society where you speak.
You're right.
Out.
You're right.
It was corny.
My thing was not speaking out. It was being too close to the streets. Mm-hmm. Then too many people know me. You know what I mean? I'm type of nigga. I get out the plane, get dropped off. Dropped out. Got a limousine in the project with a motherfucker that's doing crack.
That's fact. Yeah.
He might make up anything about me. And I'll be telling niggas some of the shit that was said about Kilo. You can throw 60% of that shit away. 40% of that shit I'll take.
Yeah.
But I was 100%. You can throw some of that shit away.
What's the biggest bullshit you heard about yourself?
Man, I heard a lot of bullshit about myself, man. I mean, I'm penetrated, I'm gay. I'm like, well, wait a minute, man. Yeah. I left prison with my teeth in my asshole, nigga. All the rest of that shit, they took my pride. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I ain't been through no punk shit, because if a nigga, a police tell you, put your pants down, bend down, open your ass, spread your ass, shit. I feel violated.
I do
any goddamn way.
Every
time I get a ticket, they pull me up. I feel violent. What you talking about? Twerking? Now I got twerk. You know what it is, but I'm just saying.
So Rose,
I've never been penetrated. That type of room stuff, that's way old garbage.
Yeah, I forgot about that shit. Okay. And get
I'm an artist that I'm an artist that is an exotic artist though. And I post hell for exotic things. But man, nowadays, man, these motherfuckers out here so hated. Even these hoes want to make this shit true.
Yeah.
Whole goddamn told me lay on my stomach. So I got in, went out with a chick. She said, "Get butt naked." I'm like, "Shit, that's what I'm talking about, bitch." Hey, I like that type talk. She said, "Now lay on your stomach." So my mind started thinking like, this shit's coming. This shit's coming.
What's you do, Kilo?
She said, "Lay on your stomach." I'm like, this don't sound like no fun for me. I like me, my shit purred out. So if I lay on my stomach, I'm gonna be compressing my shit. Maybe if you lay on your stomach, we can work some shit out. And then we can have something going on. I heard of that. But I ain't heard of me laying on my son. She like, "Oh, what you thought I was gonna do? Lick your booty or something?" I said, "That's exactly what you was thinking about, man." Fuck you, She put her finger up like this. She said, "Nah, it's a spur tongue. It's some type of tongue between the booty hole and the neck." I said, "Bitch, don't never turn me on to no shit like that." I said, "Bitch, you gay as fuck." I said, put your clothes on. You gotta go because you was gay as fuck. You just turned me on to something.
And it sound like you rapping, Kilo.
And it hurt, the way you sound like a bird. It hurt my feelings. I thought I was freaky. Till this girl told me lay on my stomach, man.
Let me ask you about something.
Kilo, bitch, man.
To piggyback on what you just said, your prison time, right?
Right.
So how was that? Like, was you mentally like?
I was destroyed, bro.
Yeah.
What you go to prison for? To add on to what he's saying. Cause niggas don't know. Niggas say you killed somebody, you goddamn took this, you went crazy.
Man, listen. And I believe that this is one thing about me. I believe that every man has his destiny and what he shall fulfill in life. You know what I mean? This is not an excuse. I don't make excuses for myself. I was living a really fast life, man. Yeah. You know, I'm talking about incredible fast life, from a young nigga sleeping in the goddamn cars and being homeless, prostitute. My mom used to dance right down at Faxtz Lady. Coming from a dancer, baby, street man. Baby, man, I was living a beautiful life. And it was top speed. Yeah. I went to prison for arson, which I had, all my dreams came true. When I was a little bitty kid, broke ass kid, I wanted to have the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah.
I bought the goddamn Brady Bunch house.
Yeah, the White House.
You know,
Everybody talk about the White House.
That big house, you know what I'm saying? That house in your dream when you a little bitty nigga, when you tell your grandma tell you to go to bed or something. I said, man, I'm on my own shit. When I get my own shit, I'm gonna do what I want to motherfucking do. I'm gonna be a man. I took a bitch out of the projects. You know what I'm saying? I would stay with a bitch with a $60 apartment to a $250,000 house. I'm like, shit, I'm successful.
Yeah.
I got to where I was successful. And but all the backlash of me being hustler, me being wrong, and then me implicating drugs having a mind thing to put you in a certain mindset. But I felt so trapped, man. Couldn't really blush where I wanted to go. Cause everybody was so scared of Kilo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You look back at my days and time, man. Yeah, my outspoken approach was I was a prima donna and didn't even know that I was prima donna. I didn't know what was my problem at that point in time. I hurt niggas and I didn't even know that was what the fuck I was doing. It was some bougie shit and I didn't even know what the fuck it was. They hadn't even named the shit yet.
Damn. So let me ask you this, Kilo. Now, the Raheem and Sammy Sound diss track where you went in on them niggas.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Sammy Sam on the hard concrete 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Then I do 4. And just for my hood, I slammed a nigga once more. Kilo.
Yeah.
How you feel about going at them nigga back then? And then y'all older now and see each other and goddamn, you know what I mean? What's the vibe like? So young nigga could know when they beefing with when they beefing with a nigga and nobody dies, and then you get older. And
when outside the hood, I always had our back. You see how y'all need these niggas? You always love our back.
You know.
We piggyback ride ourselves, man. The city was loving itself, and we felt like we was niggas who was in charge of the city. Loving itself because we spoke for the city.
Yeah.
So me and Sammy Sam battle. Mm-hmm. That's zone 3. Zone 1, zone 3. Mm-hmm. Them niggas going at it. Y'all niggas.
But guess what? Happened in school and everything. So y'all are the problem.
Y'all in school. Y'all niggas gotta get on the board from Doug and that go to goddamn Martin Luther King.
Yeah. You were fighting all over the
So yeah, nigga got done talking about something. You right in between MLK and Bankhead.
Yeah.
Somewhere now, boy, you might get your ass towed down the frame just on the bus. But it was not weapons, like it was not shoot. Nigga was out down little boy real. You know what I mean? Nigga was little boy real, like boy, he hand thing. We got down, let's keep talking.
Exactly.
It was about structure, man. We piggyback ride this city. And then you notice, man, them 2 sides were the biggest club size it was, 559. At night, Seal Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can walk up that Seal Fall, bro.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Need to take off.
Yeah. Walk to the
Nigga would have fit a dry 50 on it. Your $50 in 5s and 1s.
How that shit start with you and Sam?
Me, man.
Or you and Raheem?
Well, the first thing was Sam was the first thing because
you went at them nigga ass, Kilo. Fuck that shit.
Man,
I heard it down
man, when I was being a rapper, Sam was the first cussing trap rapper. As a matter of fact, I want to clarify this right now. I'm glad we're doing this and we're taping this. Sam was the first trap rapper in Atlanta.
Shout out to Sam, though. Shout out to Sam.
If you research Sam, you'll see this is like 1980 something, 86. 87, he was saying standing he said the rap standing in a trap with a posse is 10. Red Dog rolled in, but they can't win. Somebody yelled 99 and had to be sued.
Hey man,
I've never heard them talk like 99, 12, trap. It belongs to Sam. I just want to clarify that because you got a lot of niggas saying who did trap music. You know what I mean? Sam, he probably getting out this year, but Sam was the first one. I went to battle Sam because he had this song called. He was battling LL Cool J. And by that time, my granddad woke me up out of the bed one day. He said, "Nuke, come here and look at this." So I went. LL was my first rapper. I really kind of was. That was my nigga. Because back then he had a Johnny Carson show, and Johnny Carson show would burst. He would blast any. If you come to the Johnny Carson show back in the day, you blast it. LL Cool J was so big on Def Jam that had that nigga spot on goddamn
Johnny Carson.
Yes.
Fat.
I went there. He said, "Come on, Nuke." It's 12 o'clock at nighttime. Back then, TV used to go off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, so back then in the world, in the city, but in the world, TV used to go off and like 12 o'clock, they play that little song, they play the Purge song, goddamn, right there. They play the Purge song late at night. TV used to go off. So before the TV go off, Johnny Carson, all the grown folk up, everybody who's somebody finna watch Johnny Carson. So I'm going now, and the man said, boom, boom, I'm bad. You know what I'm saying? The LL Cool jumping out. I said, damn, if a motherfucker can go to work with a gold chain on and a jogging suit, goddamn, it can't go. That's what I want to do.
Know what I want to do. Let me ask you that, Kilo.
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
When we got to Sam, he was dissing LL Cool J. You know his first song,
damn.
Sam, a hit man. I grabbed co-creator in and said I put an L in the choke. I was like, wait a minute. We local. I was being like real. We was like independent and local.
Yeah.
You know, even though rap was kind of local then because we didn't have a big ass fan base like rap did, but he had an international. He had a deal for real with a real company. And we doing this shit out. So I'm like, don't be telling all hoes. I was concerned about Atlanta hoes, period. I was concerned about my business, man. But the city, I'm concerned about the city. Don't mislead our hoe like LL gonna ever hear this shit. Yeah. I mean, nigga, catch your lead. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, boy, you gotta catch your lead. You stay there, Sam. You know what I'm saying? Come their way. Let me get that little battle. So I battled Sam because I wanted to catch L's battle because he ain't never heard no shit like that. He ain't never even heard of him doing that shit because he would have screamed at you.
That makes sense.
But that was my partner. We had a gentleman battle. Man, when we used to meet up at 559, they like, Low, Sam wants you in the bathroom.
Recipe Low, man.
Everybody, oh Lord, I go that motherfucker out there and get in the back. We just swiping, bumping.
That's how I used to catch him. He stayed in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Come back out the bathroom, the fuck, nigga.
It's on.
Daytime, nigga, it's on.
Both y'all niggas good.
That was the first trolling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We had fun, man. The 5 days of Atlanta Jam.
Yeah.
Even before y'all did, they had that goddamn that nightlight. Y'all were baby then.
We probably baby.
I remember telling y'all get your ass out the street. But man, look, man, they was lovely, and even the hood. I said and thought about going home the other day, man. You know how we used to go to the park and they go buy a fifth of liquor right fast right now and do one of these right here.
Yeah,
exactly.
We were doing this anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
Anyway,
a lot of people don't remember the foul. When the foul used to be in the hood.
Shit.
We had the foul.
I forgot
The
about
only
the foul.
hood had the foul.
Had the foul.
On big foul.
On the playground.
Elephants. No, when it was in the front of the boy home before OK Supermarket, all that shit.
Oh, you talking about that fell?
He talking about
I'm talking about remember when we got them white boys used to throw that motherfucker.
The Metro
Oh yeah,
Church.
you talking about that Metro Church.
Yeah.
Metro Church. Metro Church.
Metro Church
we getting sandwiches and shit.
Metro Church.
He the first one at the goddamn gym to get the goddamn sandwiches.
No snack will bite, man.
No snack will bite, man.
You gotta respect them snacks. And when you just sit on the goddamn concrete in the ground, they put the carpet out. But it had love to put the mat out there.
I know it's the new Kilo now. I see hieroglyphics.
Right.
So I know you into the comedic science.
Right.
You ain't the only one.
Right.
Now, knowing about Metro Church.
Facts.
They slide through the hood,
see a little different.
white niggas looking like, oh, they teaching us about God.
Mm-hmm.
And we sitting there listening to these crackers. Like they know God better than we know God. How you feel about that, Kilo? Cause I see you with your pharaohs. I already know what you on. A lot of niggas don't know nothing about this shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Is Metro Church still the same to you?
Well, me, man.
Church and all that?
I come from a long line of Masonic ideas. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I practice 6x9 by way of Seth, by way of Joseph, Shakespearean.
Okay.
So my thing is, of course, the symbols is going to always mean something to me. You know what I mean? Of course, the ancients are going to always have to tell us what they know.
Yeah.
They're going to have emptiness. Not that they know more than us, They have to tell us what they know as so far.
Okay. I like that.
But yeah, I would just believe that, the symbols have to tell us what they know. If you call them whites, you might blame me. I should say the symbols must have to tell us what they know in order for us to take that right there and go further. You have to dump where you are, your location, even in your GPS. You have to dump how you traveling, where you going, and where you been. You know what I mean? They are who we had been, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm glad that you said it that way. That they are who we had been. You seen them niggas. You remember when they just come down in a little parade with the little cars?
Yeah.
Big idea, little idea. Big idea, small idea.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I still appreciate that frame of mind. Man, I've been through so many things in my life. That's why I know that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right track.
We happy for you too.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Metro Church come through, I ain't listen to none of that shit. I just wait till the end, run down there and sit down and act like I've been there the whole time just to get snuck.
I
Look, so y'all remember the talent shows in the gym in the gym.
In the gym.
Oh yeah,
The community center.
Man, we thought we were the shit. We sold tickets to our own community center. Look, nigga promoted that shit like 3 weeks.
Exactly.
And the problem, ain't nobody come but everybody in the department though. Nigga like that goddamn ticket. I got tickets for the goddamn center.
Let me ask you this, right? Just jump gears a little bit, switch gears a little bit. Cause we were talking about you and your history and Sam history. Let me ask you this: your top 4, your Mount Rushmore, who put on for the city, who put Atlanta on the map?
From my idea, I fought with Luda. As being a champion of the city from what he been through, man. Niggas turning Luda down for deal. But Chris used to play my records. When he was Chris Love, so that was my favorite. That was a big DJ for us. He bust a lot of niggas records. He gave niggas some love with the records.
They don't say that though.
No, they don't say that though. That's fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I like my favorite out of Goody Mo would be like T-Mo. Cause he always had that look, that look where he don't even look like a rapper. It just look like a nigga that busts out and just, they go over there. You're like, damn, nigga, this nigga rapper. He doesn't have the rap demeanor, but my favorite.
So T-Mo, Ludacris.
Two more.
T-Mo, Ludacris. I don't know. I like Crusher.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah, I like Crusher. I like Mike.
Killer Mike.
Mike.
Okay.
That's my last. Mike, my last one, because Mike always catch niggas where he need to catch them. You feel me? If you listen to what he said, we just did a documentary about the evolution of hip hop in Atlanta on Netflix. Y'all ever get a chance?
Yeah, I saw that.
They did some good money, man. They renewed me. They renewed our publishing from Cocaine, man. They bought my first record. Real? Yeah, they bought Cocaine again. 17 bands on it. So I like, man. Shouts out to Netflix. They did some love, but Mike was on there, and they skip a lot of things when they come out and do a documentary about Atlanta. Man, they don't want to pay the pioneers. You know what I mean? I want to say this right now. I want to say shouts out to say you can't recreate Atlanta or have a documentary by skipping over always just going straight to mainstream.
I just was saying that.
You can't do that because you're cheating our heritage. You're blocking some people out, man. They ain't saying nothing about Sam. Man. They ain't saying nothing about the Hard Boys. They ain't saying nothing about these people right here. They ain't saying nothing about Mojo.
Diablo.
You know what I'm saying? They say Diablo. You ain't saying you ain't giving them enough. But the whole thing is, each record is a publishing idea.
Exactly.
So you talking about $2,500 every goddamn record you submit. If you submit all Kilo, y'all niggas know. I got 7 albums. Yeah, but I got 5 of them, and y'all come to. I got 5 of them that my people and the real Atlanta native gonna say, I know that goddamn song.
Yeah.
Paying for it. I want to hear that. Being preview for you to make my mindset go back. Well, time travel is a motherfucker. It costs a lot. So these companies they don't want to pay. But anyway, they was giving the mic when they tried to stop right that mic. And I like Mike because he's a good rapper, speaking wise and like rapping wise. So he said they jumped all the way over to Chris Cross, being the pioneers of Atlanta. And Mike was saying Chris Cross broke records, but Chris Cross had nothing to do with the Atlanta sound. That didn't have anything to do with Atlanta. Jermaine Dupri never had anything to do with making an Atlanta sound. You know what I mean? I feel it from, in my days in the 90s, Jermaine was a Debo of records for us. You know what I mean? Niggas in the hood will tell you he took niggas records. He took a couple niggas got paid with Jermaine, but Jermaine stole records and took niggas records and didn't pay niggas and goddamn fucked around. You feel me? He never heard of me because me and Jarvis, we were like we had Tupac and Big Thing. When I was in school, I was on some Money Dope Boy number, huh?
Raheem, you feel he took a lot of albums too? Like
Raheem was which Raheem? Raheem Dream. Oh, of course, Raheem did a lot of dirt, you know, but he was pretty good dude too. But you know, business wise, I just gotta tell you how I feel. Raheem my nigga now, you know what I'm saying? But he had Drama first, you know. Raheem had Fable first. Raheem had Tommy Boy first. Raheem had Dream.
Yeah,
no, niggas don't even know this. Dream, the nigga named Dream, singer. He he took his name.
I didn't know that.
Raheem and Dream.
He took that's where Dream name come from. He was signed
real history, y'all.
Yeah, Dream said, nigga, this nigga took so much money from me and my songs from me. I'm gonna take his name. And that's how Dream. If you ever ask him, if you ever get close, ask my guy's name.
Let me ask you that too. Speaking of that, right? I've been looking at a lot of shit going on with Puffy and Maze with the publishing and the contract, the fucked up contracts and shit like that.
Right.
Like, how you feel? Like you've been in the fucked up contract?
I have never.
Yeah.
I have never.
How you avoid that?
Man, listen, like I said, I was laundering money when I came up to the game. When I got my deal, I won Atlanta Coca-Cola Music Awards. They had a music awards in Coca-Cola. I don't know if you guys ever know anything, but they had the corporation was big about it. I won Atlanta Coca-Cola Music Award Best Rapper for 1991 in my graduation year. Over TLC, Arrested Development, ABC, and TLC, Arrested Development, ABC, and it was Kilo Ali. It was another group. But anyway, I tore their head off, you know what I mean? And I was like, all right, damn, I just won. I did what the hell this girl beat TLC. Nobody beat TLC. So I'm like, boom, I beat them. And I got my deal. I got up on the podium. I said, I got my deal. I said, I'm independent. I'm looking for a deal. I got a ticket for Sony, Atlantic, Jive, Ichiban. So I was a big deal. My first deal was supposed to be in Atlantic. You know what I mean? I went to all the Face too. But I always had, my deals were always standard rap deals. It was the lowest. The lowest standard rap deal back then was 18 points, 150 grand, you know what I'm saying? And it's a gradual upgrade every 150 grand.
150 grand.
Yeah, next year you get 300,000 if you don't do shit.
Grand back then.
150 grand probably now in this tax bracket, it probably was a meal ticket.
Okay, that what's up.
You could because that's how big the jump is. Because these niggas is getting what we were getting. When you were gold or better back then, you getting 5 bands, 10 bands. I was traveling with Too Short a lot. Short was getting like 10 bands. I'll be getting like 550, 200. You feel me? We're just riding, you know what I mean? Yeah. So he was a gold artist.
You say Too Short?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so that's what I'm just showing you what the bracket was. The niggas that were making money, there was some big ass records these niggas had. So, you know, you get 10 bands to walk in your bracket. Nowadays, these young niggas get 75. Yeah. These young niggas get 35 for shit Too Short brackets. You know what I mean? Too Short records. These niggas. Let
me ask you that, right?
That download, like, let's say these young niggas doing like 300 downloads on the record. They getting 35,000 goddamn. Bang, 35 bang.
Let me ask you this. How you feel about your position like in the city, like as far as your legacy and your ranking? You remember when the ATL list came out?
Right. Well, man, you know, somebody once told me one thing, man, is that some legend and some stories ain't good till a nigga dead. Yeah. And it's sad that, you know, you could be such a big dude and such an important potent part of a thing. They ain't gonna tell you. They don't want to say it to you.
I don't want to cut you off, but when I asked that Mount Rushmore question, I asked you top 4. A lot of times, I ask everybody in the city come up here, and I asked that question, your name come up.
Right.
A lot of times.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
And
a lot of artists and shit.
And that's what I'm just telling you. A nigga who can't tell you can't appraise himself. They will not want you to appraise yourself. You know, when you're so grateful to so many people and you did so much, you have to be dead to be appraised. You know?
And then look though, Kilo too, like what we gotta do, us niggas, which we already do. We put you on that pedestal, Kilo. I don't know if you know it or not, but like he just said, niggas are always in a kilo.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just want you to know that, man, you made a nigga want to do this shit. Exactly. Like, I can see you. I can walk up to you. You don't know how many times you done said, oh, Kilo, hey, how you doing? You shook my hand.
Exactly.
Yo,
Shook me in the hand.
I try to tell you, I remember, man. Listen, man. I reminiscing on that the other day, and I said to myself, I've been better to older men than young nigga will ever be to me. You know what I mean? Because in my day of time, when I had me a hit record of Bang Bang, I could go to the car wash, paw my car, and give away goddamn $300, $400, $500. They goddamn Kilo and goddamn that. And niggas seeing me, people really seeing me. And that junkie nigga, however I thought about him, he still get $20 from me, goddamn, $10 from me. Go and get your sack, nigga, goddamn, stay out my motherfucking face. You good with it, out of my way. I don't see none of these young niggas pull up on me and say, hey, look me in my face.
I got a question. I want to ask you that, right? I had a question. Like the melodic sound and the way people moving and then all this and all that. When people get interviewed and they ask them where they get their sound from or where they were inspired from, they never say your name. How you feel about that? Like, let me
answer it.
I know a lot of people say something about them, but that ingredient is not. It's because I'm still alive. Exactly. That ingredient is not. They don't want to say that shit.
Exactly.
They don't want to say that.
I think Kilo, man.
Niggas are scared of me on my brand.
Niggas say it, but not in front of the camera.
Niggas better be scared of me. Nigga, I was nice, nigga. I was a real good MC. If you go back to the days in Scraper, all the 90s MCs who still can carry a rhythm, got to them and that may reckon I break it. I could out rap a lot of them.
The niggas should be showing way more love.
What it is, niggas should be showing way more love. From a nigga who show you the love and the support, I think we need you to. Cause you so cool and you don't be on that. I did this.
Right.
We need you to be like, nigga, that's me. So we can be like, nigga, that's Kilo. You see what I'm saying?
But we shouldn't have to do that though. We should have to like as a real nigga.
I'm talking about for the new generation though, Sid. I ain't talking about for us.
We talking about like classic. We talking about like the 18-year-olds.
Nigga 21, 22, 23. They ain't seen us with
Kilo.
Like Kilo chilling.
Y'all niggas support me. But
that might be right, Kilo. That might be right.
I ride with y'all. Let go.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all just spend money.
The niggas I'm talking about.
Y'all spend the money about the reefer, nigga. I'm coming.
Exactly. The niggas I'm talking about. I ain't talking about the 17-year-olds. It's 26, 28-year-olds who not saying it either. Not showing the love. It's 30-years-olds who not showing the love.
Man, listen, man.
So basically, what he's saying, like,
come on, let's start the bullshit.
He's saying we shadow a lot of shit these days.
We southern niggas
back
don't do that. We ain't like northern niggas. Like northern niggas
would approach you
right
in a mannerable way when you been too outspoken on false information.
Right.
These days we letting lies spread so far across the world.
It's false information.
And guys like you, not in no disrespectful manner, but just being an OG in the game.
We don't want to hear it.
You ain't checking that shit. Like, we looking for that.
You
know what I'm saying?
You know what, man?
Exactly.
When you fighting against imagination, see, imagination is something that we already implanted in them. Yeah. We as 90 niggas made the flood game. When we went up there and tell everybody, we went to war, said, hey, man, I like thank God is in all of us. Everybody thought they could rap. Everybody done flood this motherfucker because you read and write. You can't rap. Yeah, the chemical makes it seem like you can sing, you can read, you can write because the words rhyme. That's a chemical. Yeah. That doesn't mean you have the power.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
real.
With us giving our gift, it hurts us. You know what I mean? Some of us giving it. Now, me arguing with a young nigga about how he want to live and how he want to do. See, I'm still a young nigga too. That's why I told you I'm forever Tay-Tay. Him still in me. So fuck, like you know what I'm saying? I'm going to have to get back on the fashion of my booty shit. Like, fuck how he feel. Exactly. Do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to be misled like this. Some of these niggas think, you know, Bobby is old school. I mean, some of these, that's how niggas came and re-raised us. You know what I mean? This town. When we started getting molested in this town, Bobby moved down here, man.
When you say Bobby, for people who don't understand, people
I'm like Brown. I mean, like when the industry started tapping our generation of men. When the industry started tapping, when we like now, we're calm with being New York being here. We're calm with around the corner. It's a video show everywhere. That's what I'm speaking of. It wasn't like that, man. Yeah. We're calm. We got a video. Everybody got a phone, got a video show. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody got a diary. Facebook is a diary. IG is your main diary that you, dear diary, I'm gonna put this up for myself. Then what happened last night? It's actually a video diary of yourself. So now when you have that type of stuff, it's different. You feel me? So yeah, these niggas don't want to they don't want to hear what I gotta say because I'm gonna say it correctly, and I'm gonna say it through my visions of making it, building it, and furnishing it. You know what I mean? Okay. You don't want to hear that shit.
Let me ask you another question, right? If you were stuck on an island and you only could take 3 albums with you, I don't care what the genre is, I don't care if you're singing, rapping, whatever.
Good question.
What would they be?
I would take The Chronic.
Okay.
Dr. Dre, you know, that's the best rap album ever.
Okay.
To me, you know, as being for 90, they did some construction. As a matter of fact, the doc let me hear that like 6 weeks before it came out. I'm a Breed House. Me and Breed was on the same label. So I stopped at Breed House.
You said Doc let you hear it?
Yeah, DLC.
Okay.
So DLC, he was a writer on there.
Another exclusive.
Yeah, another exclusive legend. He said, Kilo, this is after the wreck.
Yeah, when he fucked up here.
Yeah, he's like, Kilo, let me let you hear this. He said, nigga, let me. He put in a tape with the Dr. Dre shit that it was just written on that shit in black ink, nigga. He put that bitch in there. 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, 7 execution style murders. I'm like, y'all nigga crazy. Yeah. 6 weeks later, you couldn't hear nothing else, man. That's one album. I'll take that off the wall Mike Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta take Mike Jack. Cause
okay. That's further.
He be like, man, listen, that man, if it was a carnival, he brought that motherfucker, put the motherfucker up, told the bitch down, took it with him when he left. You know what I mean? You'll never have no nigga sell 52 million records.
That shit ain't happening.
They cut his record sales down. Because, you know, when he was alive, it was said that he had sold 104 million records. He sold 52 million records in this country. Exactly. And about around the rest of the world, it added up to another 50-something million. Just 15 over here, 20 over there. Exactly. They never did give him. They only caught what he did in this country, and that was 52. Yeah. Man, you went nobody's house. You know, back in them days, you had the fishnet thing when nigga put the album up in the fishnet thing.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna know you gonna see that goddamn Thriller album in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Right. So you got Off the Wall. I got a Chronic, the first Dre album.
And Denise Williams. That's my best lady. Y'all ever go to?
Hold on, what Denise Williams sing?
Silly of me to think that you
okay.
ever do the shit you do. How I love you. I gotta get this, man.
I gotta get that when I get in the car tonight, man. I gotta ride to that.
Yeah, I gotta ride to that.
Her scream, her voice reminds me of women that decade in my sex life in that decade, because she's like,
Kilo.
Man, that bitch like it was silly. Cause you know you fucking fine girl. You fucking fine girl. You be like, bro, you had fun. So you see her 2 years, 3 years later in the club, and she, that was silly, girl. Still gonna tell a friend I was just doing that jump. Man, I don't know what the fuck I did. You don't know what that's it. And that's the precedence I like. I like Denise Williams on that, so I'll take Denise. I'll take the Chronic, and I'll take the what was the other album? Off the Wall. Mike. You know I gotta take Mike.
Yeah, that was up.
Yeah, man. So that's me right there.
Yeah.
Good question though, bro.
For real.
Scratch the line. I'm gonna ask a bitch about that.
I wanna play a word association game with you, right? I'm gonna say a word. You say me the first thing that come to your mind. Okay, don't think, just respond.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
God.
It's good.
Kilo.
Money.
Kilo. Life.
Kilo.
Kids.
Success.
Prison.
Success.
God.
Success.
All right, my nigga. Appreciate you coming through.
Hey, man.
Another episode of Fat Podcast.
Kilo, we love you.
Man, I know how we do, man. Legend here, the OG here. Rude boy. You know, we out here. Fat Podcast.
Little shot boy right here, boy.